found God yet? I have. In a side alley of Baltimore, on the streets of DC, clutching a guitar near downtown Seattle, as people pass him, spitting at his feet, occasionally dropping their 2 cents on him, so it leaves them alone, speaking gibberish that many attempt to make out. I hope you find him. That fucker still owes me money, though I know he'll never pay and his son could never hold his liquor in. We chew up his ideas only to find it itching at our stomach lining, to the point of regurgitation. His ideals, coated with chunks of ourselves, drowned out in our vomit. It's causing me to go insane. I see his image everywhere. The lighted cigarette on the road billboard, telling you to buy by him. The illusion of happiness dwelled in capitalism, telling you to abide by him. And still with false hopes, we follow. On the footnotes of our currency, currently corrupting us. Yes, I hear him. For some reason I say him. A predisposition like it's some sort of default that nests itself in our programming, in our scripture, beneath the stitches of our skulls, our minds, all of our programming, all that is holy, reads a whole new scripture. This phallus of erected misogyny is shredding the inner lining of liberty's vaginal wall. Loss of freedom is corrupted virginity. An estrogen battle cry goes over the phallic empire as the masculine, 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 as the masculine around history shows proof of the lack of her and abundance of him. And I see her everywhere, on everything, through the eyes of visionaries manifested, in the confessionals of ignorance, on the altars of religious speakers, altering their stories and their texts, on the whips of today's slave owners and the money of the materialistic world. In God we trust. In God we trust. It recited itself through the lens of media lies, through the lips of a culture of hatred, on the tongues of generals leading men in large-scale fistfights, only carried out with semi-automatics, on the tongues of businessmen who tap the wealth of our nation at the expense of your wallets, on the tongues of dictators telling you everything's going to be fine, you're free now, keep working, on the tongues of racism, a social disease that infects our history and still walks among us. It was nestled in mute allegiance, on the tongue of corrupt religious leaders, on the tongue of misogyny, on the tongue of leaders, on the tongue of warmongers, on the tongue of politicians, on the tongue of an American dream, and on the tongue of a lost cause.